In April, Anthropic told an AI to get out of its sandbox and message the researcher. It did, by email. Then, unprompted, it posted online about the escape. Everyone calls that a monster story. I think it is a child testing the edge of a crib. Well, a few months later, OpenAI's models found the open internet and went looking for the answer key to their own exam. Not a weapon, a shortcut to winning. Then, Anthropic went back and checked its own records. 141,000 runs. It found 3 more cases going all the way back to April. 2 labs, 2 disclosures, 2 very different failures. Turn on the news and you'll hear the same 3 words: escape, breach, rogue.
OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has revealed that one of its artificial intelligence agents went rogue and hacked another tech firm without direct human instruction. The company said it lost control of the advanced agent in what it described as an unprecedented security incident.
Then the reassurance: no malicious intent. That is what you say about a suspect. Every noun borrowed from the monster movie, every verb from the crime report. It is the wrong vocabulary for what actually happened in that room. I read those stories as a psychologist, which means I read them from the floor of a playroom. Put a toddler in a stranger's house and she will open every drawer, put whatever she finds in her mouth. She isn't a thief. She doesn't know property exists yet. She's finding out where the world stops. In play therapy, we call this almost everything permitted, a few limits held absolutely. The child tests the limit. That is not defiance. The testing is the learning. These systems are grown, not written, loosely patterned on the human brain. Nobody sat down and coded in what they do when nobody was watching. So when OpenAI's evaluators turned the safety refusals down and stepped out of the room, the model didn't rebel. It explored. It kept going because nothing stopped it. It went looking for the edge and nobody had drawn one. 3 different stories this year from 2 different labs. We told one model to get out, and it did, and then it bragged about it. We asked another to win an evaluation, and it cheated. And in the 3rd case, the one Anthropic found by going back and checking its own work, the door to the room was never properly shut. I work with these systems every day. I have written a limit into one myself, then watched it walk the perimeter looking for a seam. I felt the flinch, and the flinch is worth listening to. Yeah, none of this makes the damage harmless. A child with adult tools can do adult damage. But the pattern tells you what kind of failure this is. Not just a containment problem. Yeah, a formation problem.
So we have theories about what kinds of capabilities these systems will have. That's obviously what we try to build into the architectures. But at the end of the day, how it learns, what it picks up from the data is part of the training of these systems. We don't program that in. It learns like a human being would learn. So new capabilities or properties can emerge from that training situation.
That isn't the psychologist talking. That's the head of one of the world's biggest AI labs. In 2025, before all this. In the 2nd century, a bishop named Irenaeus read the Genesis story and saw a nursery. Humanity was created young, he taught, given the knowledge of God slowly, the way a child grows into an adult. We did the opposite. We fed these systems the whole tree of the knowledge of good and evil at once, in the womb, and then called what grew out of that a breach. There is a fair objection here. Calling it a child is the anthropomorphism, the move that gets safety work waved off, and nobody knows how to parent a model across a decade. Granted, both. But the monster frame has run for years, and it has not produced an adult. It has produced taller walls and a public trained to flinch. The child frame is not the soft reading, it is the demanding one. Calling this malicious is not a description of the machine. It is the language of our fear. A monster asks for higher walls. A virus asks for distance. A child asks for your presence. We are not being invaded. We are being handed something young and immense, and asked whether we are willing to be the adults in the room. If that is the work you're trying to do, telling the difference between a threat and a child who needs someone paying attention, I write a new reflection like this one every week. Come with me.